My question is, I truly believe that through life, we go through experiences, and every experience that we have, when it feels bad, we are learning a life lesson. And that life lesson continues us to feel bad until we learned it. And so I want to know if that is true about life. But
we're going to jump in here quickly.
Please do, yeah.
We don't disagree with you conceptually, but there are some nuances that we really want to speak to. Because if you would say, I was 5 years old and I got my first hammer for Christmas, and I hit myself over the head with it several times, and then I received this life lesson. When I hit myself over the head with a hammer, it doesn't feel good. That's as far as those life lessons go. In other words, what's actually happening is, through your interaction with life, whenever you're living something that you do not want, there is valuable data in that. But the data is not somebody else that's figured it all out, that is sitting in some pious attitude just waiting for you to stumble across an opportunity to learn that lesson. Check that one off. He's got that one figured out. Check that one out. There's nothing like that. It's that through your exposure to these life experiences, your expansion is born. And once expansion is born within you, it only feels good when you move in the direction of the expansion. And that's why sometimes holding yourself in opposition to your own expansion feels so awful. But that's not a life lesson that's assigned to you. This is a universal truth of universal laws. It's sort of like you're 5 years old again, and you've crawled up on the top of the neighbor's barn, and you're about to have a life lesson in gravity. My mother says if I fall off this barn, it will hurt me. But my mother has been wrong about so many things. My mother was right. In other words, words don't teach, but life experience does.
Right.
And these universal laws, law of attraction is primarily what we are talking about, will teach you if you're paying attention, you see. Gravity is easier to understand, but you don't call that life lessons. What do you call your exposure to gravity and inertia and those physical forces on your planet? Do you call them life lessons? You don't call them life lessons. You say, when I jump off of tall things, it hurts my body. Or when I go really fast and slam into things, it's unpleasant. And nobody writes life lessons of gravity. And there's
I understand that, but I wanted to know because people...
Well, we're giving you more than you deserve here with this. We're giving all of this to you because this is a common misunderstanding of physical friends.
Yes.
This is a common misunderstanding of physical friends. Don't make it about somebody else wanting you to learn a life lesson. Make it about your expansion. Doesn't personal evolution sound entirely different than life lesson? Yes. And that's the distinction that we're wanting to make here. Of course you're going to learn. And of course life is going to teach plenty. But there's nobody that's monitoring you to see how you're doing on this path of life lessons. Right.